I'm using Merry Christmas to All. So this one's not going to be available until September 5th. But I have to show you guys some of this stuff, right? And we're using Pick a Pennant. I am going to use the, whatever the name of these framelits are, that's in the Color Your Season. So this will go live on August 1st. These are called Stitch Seasons. I love these. They're only available until the end of August. Now I'm using Basic Black, Crushed Curry, Whisper White, some of that new Designer Series paper. Okay, so I'm going to tell you today, when I shared this video, someone asked why I cut those center tabs out to make this box closed. And I had to say, well, I don't really know. The reason I did that is because I did that previously on my top note box. So the box cardstock measures 8 by 5. And believe it or not, I can remember the scoring measurements. I don't know how. I couldn't tell you what I ate today, but I can tell you these measurements. So I'm going to put it on the 8-inch side. I'm going to score it at 1, 3.5, 4.5, and 7. And then I'm going to turn it on the portrait side, which is the 5-inch side. I'm going to score it at 1 on both sides. Oh, that's right. So the Blended Season Framelits and Stamp Set is available while supplies last. So maybe not necessarily until the end of August. It just depends on how well it sells. I will tell you that these framelits alone are a keeper. Well, because we don't have that top note thing, and we don't have the deco label. Like all the framelits that we had that I used to cover the top of a box, we don't have anymore. They've all retired. So I'm going to use this quite a bit. And I mentioned in my video earlier today on YouTube, today we're making a box this size, but I am going to make a box in these sizes as well. I just need a little bit of time. They're going to be so cute. Can't you see this little teeny tiny box? Okay, so I'm going to, and this is made exactly the same. So if you did watch that video earlier today, it's made exactly the same with one exception. I am not removing these middle tabs. Somebody's walking upstairs. Okay, now, I think that's it. We're just going to assemble this. So we're going to add adhesive to the back of these tabs. Chick stand and paper piercer. So in my video today, I also trimmed these tabs just a little. I'm not trimming them this time. So this box would be really cute for a fall box as well, like a blessing mix box. Okay, so I'm going to just bring these tabs in and assemble. Oh, I ripped that cardstock. And then whatever side, I think this looks good here. So we'll put these on this side. Okay, there's our box. Big Shot. Magnetic platform and cutting pad. We'll start with the Designer Series paper. Ruh-roh. Sarah the Chick Stand is an item that I sell over on my ChicnScratch website. It is just simply a paper piercer stand. So it just keeps the paper piercer on your desk. You can find it at all times. Okay, one more black. Basic black, I should say. Oh, it won't fit in the box. I tried that earlier. So now crushed curry. Aren't you proud of me for using clean cutting pads? They're usually so gnarly. I'm actually saving these now for just my videos. I want y'all to like this project. So here's what we'll do. Let's just stamp Happy Halloween again. You can do it the other way. I did do it earlier, but it's actually easier to just stamp on Whisper White and then cut it out. And then now we're going to take the Happy and put that there. I'm going to turn my plate. And this time we're using crushed curry. Well, it's a good thing that I know how to do this now. Do y'all remember way back when I didn't know any better and I peeled the thing up and started all over? That's the whole reason you have the Stamp-A-Ratus, right? Is that you can do it again without moving anything. I still didn't get ink in one spot. Wonder why. Isn't it funny how when you're filming a video, things don't go right, but when you do it over on the side, it works instantly. I still want to get that little, this little Y. Okay. So you can see it's going to fit perfectly, just like that. We're going to be using the bat punch too in just a minute. Hi there. Bat number 1. And this does coordinate with the paper. So these are upside down. Okay, so see? There's that. See, there's all 3 of them. Let me hold that up so that you can see. Okay? It works. Okay, so I'm going to attach this piece of Designer Series paper right on top of the basic black. And the reason I'm doing that is because I want it to be a little bit stronger. This paper is a thinner Designer Series paper. It's like our regular paper, not that super thick stuff that we have. So it needs a little extra oomph when it's a box. So I'm just going to add it right. Okay. So I'm going to take the tear and tape, and let me show you a way to remember. You can always remember which one's the front side once you add your greeting. But before you add it, before you assemble the box, you don't really know which side's the top, which side's the front, whatever. So I just did that little half circle. That way now we'll know this is the top of the box. So we're going to add it to the bottom piece first. Okay, here we go. What is that? The top or the bottom? That's the bottom. So all I'm going to do is center this, hopefully from the left to the right, and the top and the bottom. If it's off a little bit, it's okay because the box is the same color as that, so nobody will know, right? So now we're going to add this to the top. Ruh-roh. Well, So while I'm removing this backing to the tear and tape, don't forget that if you join by tomorrow evening, you get to choose the entire color family of ink pads. That is a huge deal. 10 free ink pads on top of everything else you get in your kit, which is $125 worth of product of your choice. Okay, so there's our box. Now watch how this opens. See? So you couldn't open it. Remember earlier when I was explaining about I couldn't remember why I took these little notches out before. I think the reason is because now it will open up flat like that. Whereas for this one, it will only open, that's why this little notchy thing is helpful. It'll only open that far because this back here will stop it from opening all the way, okay? So, yeah. But I actually like this one better. You just can only open it so far. Sue, I think you can still get the basic black and 12 by 12, but I think you have to get it in the, like the entire color family packs. So I chose crushed curry ink because of the stars in the paper, but I don't really know if that's crushed curry or daffodil delight. I just assumed that it was crushed curry because it looked like crushed curry, but I'm not sure. If not, it still matches perfectly, right? Okay, so this is going to go right there. And then we've got some little bats here. We want to take our little mini dimensionals. And I've got some basic black baker's twine. And I'm just going to make a double bow with it. Yes, Patty, I will. Absolutely. I had the Christmas one on my website today, but I will post this one tomorrow. I'm not sure what time. It'll be late because it's downline day and I have calls and training all day, but I will get it posted, yes. Especially because it's also my first... Is it my first Halloween? No, it's actually not. I just never showed my other one because everything kind of fell apart when Ruru got sick. I had a cute Halloween project that I was going to share with y'all. And I cut up for all my swaps to make for the cruise. And yeah, they're all still sitting over there in the box ready to work on. I couldn't. It was like, As I was praying for my dog, I was like, I can live without swaps. I can't live without my dog. Okay, there's that little bat. And then we'll add this one over here. Okay, so we'll add the ribbon with a glue dot. There we go. Or not ribbon. What is this? Twine. Add it right there. Okay, so here's the one we just made, and here's the one I made earlier to prepare. So the only difference is that I think I did a better job of centering the happy, and this one I only stamped once. I pulled it off in one attempt, whereas this one I had to do it a couple different times, but that always happens when you're live, when you're filming, right? So yeah, opens just like that. Super cute. Here's the Christmas version for those that haven't seen my video yet today. So a hobby demonstrator, yes, is just someone that just places orders for themselves. That's really how I joined. When I joined in October 30th of 2002, only reason I joined is because I wanted one of everything in the catalog. And I mean everything. I fell hook, line, and sinker the very first day I saw stamping. I still remember that day so vividly, and it was at Sandra's house not too far down the road. Anyway, y'all know I love stamping. You know I love this stuff. The quarterly minimum is $300, so there's not a monthly minimum, but there's a quarterly minimum. So if you join, whatever month you join as a demonstrator, you have until the last business day of the following quarter in which you join to meet your first minimum. So this is July. That's, what quarter are we in? This is third quarter, right? April, May, June, July, August, September. We're in third quarter. So you have until, if you join in July, you have until the end of December to meet your first minimum. And anything you order between now and then counts towards your minimum, which is $300. So let's say you didn't order $300 in retail value and everything that you order with the exception of business supplies counts towards your minimum. Anything except for business supplies. And business supplies is like catalogs, postcards, order forms. So all this stuff, that all counts towards your minimum. But if you didn't order, you go into pending for 1 month, and if you don't make up the difference, then you're just deactivated. They don't ask for your kit back, they don't call you, we don't hound you. You just deactivate. It's very simple. So I always say, what do you have to lose? Because you're getting such an incredible deal on your kit. And it's a lot of fun to be a demonstrator because you get to order before everyone else. Someone asked about rejoining. You can rejoin anytime too. That's the other beauty of it, is I have some girls that have rejoined my team like 4 and 5 times, honest to goodness. And I like I tell everyone, I'm not going to hound you. I'm not going to force you to do something you want to do. I'm a phone call away if you need me, but I will never pressure you to sell or to buy or do anything. And if you deactivate, I always just say, I understand and I wish you luck and take care and stay in touch. So to start, it's $99 and you get your choice of $125 in product of your choice. So anything you want in our catalog, except for the hostess sets. So anything you want to purchase up to $125, it's $99. It's free shipping also. And in addition to that, to the $125 that you also get to choose an entire color family of ink pads. That's 10 free ink pads. So that is an incredible deal. This framelit is actually going to be available starting on August 1st. It's not in a publication. It's an exclusive bundle. They did say that the watercolor pencils, which I haven't used yet, those might show up in a later publication. But this stamp set and the Stitch Season framelits, these framelits, it's just a limited time. Okay, so you guys have a great evening, and I will see you later. Thank you.